guys, welcome to this video. My name is Ghazal Kothari if you don't know me already, and today I'm here to show you how to get this eye look. It's a very beginner friendly, very minimalistic eyeshadow. I know it looks a lot, but once we see how it is achieved, I think you'll love it. So let's get started. For the eye prep, I'm just going to go in with my damp sponge which has some excess foundation, and I'm going to go in, to even out the kind of eyelid tone. And I don't really like to set it with powder. I know some people do, but I like to keep it lightly tacky, just so that the colors can cling on to the concealer or foundation. And I don't like to keep it overly tacky because otherwise the colors might not blend. And an eye primer is always the best option, but I usually just go in with concealer or foundation because I don't really have oily eyelids. And yeah, let's get in with the eyeshadows. For eyeshadow, I have two options right here. One is this Wet n Wild 10 pan color icon palette. This is in the shade Stop Playing Safe, and this is Makeup Revolution Reloaded Neutrals 2 palette. I think I'm going to go in with the Makeup Revolution palette simply because it has a little more options in reds and crimsons. But before that, let's do a little bit of a brush talk. Now, basically, you need 4 brushes. One is a big, round, fluffy brush for blending. A smaller, fluffier brush for blending. A pencil brush for your inner corners or your lower lash lines, or if you really want to pack on some product sometimes. And one flat top brush like this. Now again, these are the basic brushes, okay, for like an everyday eye look, etc, etc. Of course, you can have n number of brushes, but this is just something to start with. Now the most important thing while doing your eyeshadow is a transition shade, some lighter shades than what your main eyeshadow color is going to be. Now I'm thinking of a maroon and red kind of an eyeshadow look with a little bit of shimmer. So my transition shade would be something like a lighter pink or a brown. Right now, brown, some flesh toned brown, a little darker, something like your contour. That kind of a color is perfect for a transition shade because it goes well with any eyeshadows. If you're doing like a blue shimmer, green shimmer, that transition shade will work with all looks. And again, a lighter color than your main eyeshadow is again amazing for your transition color. Now transition color is basically a color which kind of transitions your skin tone and the eyeshadow, like it blends the two seamlessly. So I will put it in my crease. Now again, I have hooded eyes, so you can see, right, this fold of my eye. It is also called the socket. So you will just where your crease is. So that's where I will place this transition color very light-handedly. I'm holding the brush from behind so as to apply minimum pressure. And I like to deposit color first, like because it's going to be the maximum amount of color on the brush. I like to start from the outside and then go inside because again, there's not a lot to blend inside. And I would suggest not to go in with a tape or anything like that for getting that winged shape. You can obviously hold like a paper or something like that to get that shape, and otherwise it's just going to come with practice, guys. Now I'm just going to bring it a little bit out here while I'm blending, not separately. I've just dipped in once, not again. So very lightly here. Now you might get a little bit of color here, that's okay. You can just apply a little bit of foundation or dab it off with your finger. And next you can use the same brush. I'm just going to this crimson kind of a color right here. Tap off the excess. You don't want powder falling off on your face. Your foundation will get ruined, etc. Now this color I am going to place on the outer corner right here up till the crease. I will not go above my crease, right? My transition shade from the crease and above, this will go just up to the crease. and below. Now I'm just blending it right there. I'm not dragging it outside yet. Once I think that I'm satisfied with, this kind of blending, I will kind of blend it a little bit inwards and then take the remaining a little outside to get that wing look. Now again, like we did with the contour of the face, creating depth on the outside with darker colors, like darker contour shades. That's the same thing, right? I'm just putting the darker color right here on the outside to create like that sort of a depth. Now once I think I am satisfied with this, again you want to blend it perfectly so that there's no sparse areas and there's not too much concentrated in one area. It has to be perfectly blended. And now when that is done, I'm going in with this kind of a pink rose gold kind of a shimmer shade with my flat brush. I can also use my fingers. Again, shimmers are best applied with the fingers because you get maximum intensity. But first what I like to do is I like to get the outline of my shimmer. Like this is as up as my shimmer will go, right? I don't want my shimmer to go above that. Now I'm just going to take my finger and kind of place it right there. You see, it's a lot more intense now that I've applied it with my finger. I like to do it till about half to 3/4 of my crease, and I just get it a little bit outside just so that there's a little bit of space where I can blend it. Now with the previous brush, without dipping into any color again, I'm just going to blend the shimmer with the matte shadow. Now you can add on to the shimmer or the darker shadows according to your preference. I am pretty happy with this result. I'm just going to go in with this crimson color that I went in with before, tapping off the excess, and I'm just going to put it on my lower lash line. You can also use this brush and kind of blend it on the lower lash line. Depends, whatever you're comfortable with. It looks a little scary, initially you might think that, oh, it's just coming too much below, whatever, but if you practice, I think you'll ace it. I used to be very scared of the lower lash line with eyeshadow, but here I am. Now I'm just going to top this off with mascara. I'm going to go in with my Lash Sensational. For mascara, I like to look down and then apply it, not like straight and then apply it, because I'm just going to get it on my lid. Or else you can turn your face a little back if your mirror is like straight, and then you can go in. Feel free to make funny faces while applying your mascara, guys. I don't like 2-3 coats of mascara. I'm always just done with one coat, and now one coat for the lower lashes. For the lower lashes, again, you kind of look up. Go in with kajal or liner, basis your preference. I don't like either. I like them, but I'm just not in the mood for them right now, and I don't think I need it with this look, so I'm just going to let this be. Let me do my other eye and I'll be right back. Second eye is done, and now we're just going to do the finishing touches, starting with the eyebrows. Now for my eyebrows, I use this Miss Claire eyebrow pencil in dark brown. I really haven't felt the need to try out other eyebrow pencils simply because I'm really happy with this. Now what I do is I just fill in the sparse gaps, and if there's like need, I draw like just one line, not above or under my brow, just exactly where my brow is, so that it just kind of looks even, since I have not really threaded it in a long time. Same thing for this one. I usually do my brows after my eyeshadow, simply because I can understand basis my eyeshadow how intense or how light I need my eyebrows to be. If my eyeshadow is really intense, a good thick brow is the way to go. And if it's not, like if it's like a very neutral eyeshadow, a dark brow will be like in your face and, you know, very devilish. Now next I will just kind of brush my eyebrows with this brush that I get with the pencil. And yeah, now I will highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. Now since it's a very rose gold kind of a look, and you know, overall very cool toned, I will go in with a champagne color instead of a gold color. Or you can go in with rose gold, but then it might just interfere with the inner corner eyeshadow, like it might not just show that much. And now is when you will need the pencil brush. Comes in handy. Just very little tap of the excess always. Now I'm just going to put it in here. I like my inner corners to pop, and if you don't, you can just go in with like a very light hand. And for the eyebrows, right under the brow. And above the eyebrows, you can highlight right here. So this is above the brow and this is underneath it. Same for the other eye. This just kind of, you know, ties the look together. And if you want your shadow to pop even more, you can just take the highlighter and kind of go over your eyeshadow right there and then kind of blend it. So this is how it looks. The final result. I hope you like it. You can play around with whatever colors you like. This is a very basic eyeshadow look. It can go for any kind of a party, event, function, Indian, not Indian, whatever outfits you're wearing, this can go on anything. And I really hope you like this. Let me know what else you want to see in the comments down below. Come say hi, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.